Hey, Menzies, what's going on? We're creeping up. We're creeping up on Christmas. I think Russ and I talked about our favorite Christmas movies, and of course mine is Die Hard, and his was Home Alone.
That is not true. I hate Home Alone. Absolutely hate it.
Yours is probably a Christmas Story.
Mine is actually Violent Night.
Violent Night?
Yes, that is my favorite Christmas movie.
I've never even heard of it.
It came out last year.
Is it? Okay.
And it is a
bizarre
bizarre
with
mix.
the Santa.
Yes.
Yes. Okay.
It's a wonderful mix, I should say, of humor,
Okay.
heartwarming story,
Sure. With a name like Violent Night.
and gruesome violence.
Okay.
So, you know,
For all those of you who are at church right now or on your way to church,
you're not gonna don't pop it in the DVD player.
make sure you watch it after. Actually, you probably should watch it before. So
Stream it during the service. Yeah.
Just have one earbud in. Like, oh, get him, get him, get him! Everybody looks at you in service. What? Like, get him into the manger.
Yeah,
Play it off. Play it off.
Well, that's a great. Yeah, that just covers right up. Nobody will question it.
Yeah.
Like, oh yes.
Yeah. I wonder. I know it was a movie, but I wonder how many times somebody has left a family member behind during Christmas, like Home Alone. It just.
Yeah, I wonder.
My kids love that movie, so I have seen it a few times. It just amazes me. It's like how can you forget a kid, and or even a family member?
Maybe it wasn't by accident.
Maybe it wasn't. Maybe you know what? In all fairness, well, they didn't really. Never mind. I was gonna say in National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation, they didn't really forget their aunt. She just passed away.
That's right. Yes.
Yeah.
Well, and I'm also wondering, did anybody look into bank transactions from Home Alone's dad?
Yeah.
And the robbers?
Yeah. That's.
Did they I'm just saying, did they maybe pay him off to kill the youngest McAllister?
Possibly. Well, he is. I mean, you see him in Home Alone, and you're like, oh, could really just wring his neck. And then you see Kevin in Uncle Buck, and you're like, he's a helper. He's
that's right. He was in Uncle Buck.
Yeah, he was. And I think his name was Kevin.
Oh, okay. I don't know.
I'm not entirely sure, but I think
now we got to look it up.
But I think it was Kevin. I love Uncle Buck.
That's a good one. John Candy.
Oh yes.
Miles
Oh,
Russell.
it was. Oh, okay. It was Miles. Okay. Sorry. He isn't like Arnold Schwarzenegger, who's had like 15 roles, and his name's John in 15 of those roles. It's like, dude, your writers can't the creators can't come up with a different name for your character in a movie. It has to be John. Somebody's gonna look that up and be like, Brian, it was only 8 movies. Still.
Wait, so who are you talking about? That John Candy's name was John in a bunch of movies?
Arnold.
Arnold. Oh, okay.
Arnold.
Gotcha.
Yeah, he has a lot of movies where his name is John. His character's name is John. It's just like, move away from John, dude. Like Conan. You had Conan. It was Conan John, actually. It was his middle name. So no, but yeah, it's we're creeping up onto it. I hope everybody is being safe. If you're traveling and you're listening to us, I love it. Thank you. I do have to get going pretty soon because it's almost my bedtime, which is really weird. It's really weird. When you think about it, it's super weird. Because when you were younger, your parents told you when bedtime was, right?
Yes. Yeah.
I don't know about you, but my mom told me bedtime was 8:30.
Very strict. Yeah.
Yeah. My bedtime was 8:30. My mom was like, 8:30, you're in bed. Like, I don't fall asleep. And she goes, I don't care. You can lay in bed awake. So I was like, all right, whatever. And when I got older, I was like, I can't wait to set my own bedtime. Like, you're not going to tell me. Now I'm like, I can set my own bedtime. Ha. It's 9 o'clock.
Time is
it's about the same.
About the
I'm
same
like,
as what it was.
Yeah, I'm like, yeah, let's go to bed.
Yeah.
My kids are like, no, I stay awake. Doesn't matter. Don't worry. I'm prepping you for your adulthood.
Yeah. It doesn't get any better.
No.
You're gonna long for these days.
Yeah.
When somebody forced you to go to bed.
Yeah, and
early.
And now it's just so parents like us. We parents now, like even as a grown child, you look back and you're like, oh, my parents. I think my parents were onto something.
So they knew what they were talking about.
Save $20,000. Why would I want to do that? I have it now. I'm gonna spend it. And now you're an adult and you're like, oh man, I wish I would have saved $20,000.
I bought all that candy with $20,000 worth of candy.
Oh my goodness! Speaking of candy,
Oh, okay.
so I was out a couple nights ago with my boys, and we played a hockey game. My boys play hockey. Actually, my oldest daughter plays hockey too. But we played hockey.
Oh, she gave up the waitress.
Yeah, no, that was my youngest.
Oh, that was the youngest.
Yeah,
Okay, that's
yeah.
right. Gotcha.
My oldest daughter is a gymnast and a skater. So
Okay.
yeah, very very athletic. I'm actually jealous. Anyways, I'm jealous because she's super strong. But we played a hockey game. It was parents versus players, and we get to my vehicle. It's a truck. We get to my truck and we load up our hockey bags, and I drop my tailgate, and when I drop my tailgate, I notice something in it. Somebody had dropped candy in my tailgate.
So your truck became a piñata.
Yeah, exactly. That probably explains the dent in the fender.
Sorry, I saw the candy. Thought if
You're
I
just
hit it a couple times,
whacking it.
I was walking by, piece of candy fell out. I was like, "Ooh, piñata!"
Yeah.
I clearly don't know the difference.
Well, so immediately, and I know this is a different day, but immediately I hear my mom's voice in the back of my head going, do not eat candy that you collect from strangers because you don't know if it's been poisoned or has a razor blade in it.
It's an old wives' tale.
And I'm sitting there like, and my boys are like, yeah, we have candy. I'm like, no, you don't. And I take the candy. I'm like, we don't know if it's been poisoned or has. Thanks, Mom.
So your mom was one of the poison razor blade.
Yeah, absolutely. For Halloween, right? Which actually isn't too far off. There was a true crime story where somebody actually did poison some
for
kids.
Pete's sake.
Anyways,
that very rarely happens.
No, I know. I said a true crime story. Is say because a lot of times around Halloween, true crime goes to like Edgar Allan Poe stories.
Oh yeah.
So, anyways, so that just immediately shot to the forefront of my mind of me being, 12 or whatever. You're not gonna eat that candy. Somebody either poisoned it or there's a razor blade. And I'm like, well, Mom, I could probably chomp into a piece of candy and immediately know if there was a razor blade.
I feel like it'd be pretty easy.
Yeah.
To tell if there was a razor blade.
Yeah. Ooh, there's metal.
I mean, maybe if it was like a king sized,
maybe
you could hide it better. But you got like a Tootsie Roll.
Yeah.
You're gonna see a razor blade sticking right out of that.
Yeah, exactly.
I mean, it's not gonna. Besides, you're gonna slice your finger first,
exactly,
and you're gonna be like, "Ow!"
It might actually slice your bag.
Probably still eat it, but
yeah, you take the razor blade out and you eat it.
I mean, I guess the razor blade could come out, yeah, but
just
it goes down the same.
Yeah, sure, absolutely. Well, then I started thinking. I was like, man, who could have put this candy in the bed of my truck? Yeah,
the plot thickens.
Yeah, it did for about 15 minutes. I could not think of who would have put candy. My mom was at the game.
She was testing you.
Yeah, my mom put the candy in the bed of my truck. You got me, Mom.
Well played.
I mean, the candy now. I guess if she wanted to poison me.
I feel like my mom would actually put a razor blade in the candy just to show me. Just to teach me a lot. See, I told you.
Yeah.
I told you.
Well, now that explains
Shouldn't just eat random candy.
Yeah, that explains the Joker look. But yeah.
That's it's a really big piece of candy.
You don't know how to eat them, do you?
I was not. No, long ways.
Yeah, long ways.
I was not going to let a razor blade win.
Yeah. No.
That's just what they want.
Yeah. try to teach me a lesson. I'll show you. I'll teach you a lesson.
I'll teach you a lesson.
Exactly.
Oh, I'm an adult. I'm past 26. I'm not on your insurance anymore. Shoot.
Yeah. Is that why you stopped trick-or-treating at your parents' house?
Yes. That was the razor blade house. Yes.
Yeah. Gotta watch out for those families. So.
Oh, absolutely.
So last episode,
yeah,
I don't want to leave our listeners hanging because we kind of did tease.
Okay, we teased what?
We teased that we might have some characters and carols left over.
We didn't say for sure though. We gave ourselves an out.
Yeah, but I'm giving ourselves.
All right, you're doing it first. Then.
Fine. Just like last episode.
Yeah, just like that. Well, this is your fault.
Well, you know what? Beauty before age. As I grunt as I reach for the...
Good thing you got those looks going for you.
Seriously?
Oh, who is it?
How am I supposed to do Anthony Fauci?
No, just say a bunch of made up stuff and say it's science. All
right, let's see. Anthony Fauci singing Frosty the Snowman.
That's okay. This is wow, ladies and gentlemen, we got a real treat for you here. We've got the great Dr. Anthony Fauci.
Hold on a second.
Okay.
No, I'm just doing some research.
Oh, okay. We got the great Dr. Anthony Fauci. So you cannot use the Anthony Fauci doll. It does not sing carols. Actually, it does. It actually does sing carols. I forgot that. Are the batteries dead already? Yeah, he's running low on steam. You have to do it yourself. You cannot use the Anthony Fauci doll.
I'm not going to use it. I just need to hear the voice.
Because he does sing a carol in it. There we go. That's the.
All right, there we go.
All right, so too bad he does not have Frosty the Snowman in there.
Wait, he doesn't?
I don't think.
Shorts, booster jams,
All right. Well, okay.
Ladies and gentlemen, we got a real treat for you here. We got the great Dr. Anthony Fauci on with us, singing his top hit,
Frosty the Snowman.
Thank you, Dr. Fauci. Take it away.
Frosty the Snowman had an ever-growing nose. It's because he got COVID. He didn't double mask. We need a double mask. Please. I probably should know the rest of these words.
Why start now, Dr. Fauci?
But see, Frosty the Snowman, he was jolly. That's because he got his shots and then his boosters. But he melted away on that fateful day when the sun came out because he wasn't an anti-vaxxer.
Thank you, Dr. Fauci. That's great. Your top number one hit.
Yes.
Frosty the Snowman. We're surprised you didn't go with the more politically correct version. There's a newer version out there. Frosty the Snow Being. Frosty the Snow Being had a fluid, ever-changing soul with a plant-based mouth and a biodegradable nose and 2 eyes of environmental goals. So there you have it. That's Dr. Anthony Fauci. Thanks for joining us today, Doc.
You're absolutely welcome. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure you go out, get your flu and vaccine boosters and shots, and it's safe together. There is no explosions ever in the labs when they combine. Thank you. Double mask. Wash your hands.
There we go. All right. Oh, crap. Is it my turn?
Oh, yeah. It's definitely your turn. I'm really bad at Christmas carols. I just realized.
I don't like this at
all right. I really hope that you get somebody that you... Oh, you can't have two.
Oh, gosh. Okay. Danny DeVito.
Oh. All right. Oh, reach. Danny DeVito
Singing Jingle Bells.
singing Jingle Bells. All right. So are you gonna do Danny DeVito as Danny DeVito, or Danny DeVito as like the Penguin? Or
Does Danny DeVito play anybody else but Danny DeVito?
the
I feel
Penguin?
like that's, but I even feel like as the Penguin, that's just Danny DeVito.
The what?
The Penguin.
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 Okay. I thought you almost said it like Benedict.
Like Benedict Cumberbatch.
Penguin.
Penguin. Yeah. He narrated a whole episode about penguins, and he doesn't even know how to pronounce
Doesn't say
penguins.
Doesn't say penguin
It
once.
says it multiple different ways. Nobody told him the right way to say it.
Oh, poor Benedict. Making millions off of his penguins.
But anyways, I got Jingle Bells I'm gonna sing.
All right, here we go, Danny
I don't know,
DeVito.
Danny DeVito's got more of a gruff voice.
I think he does.
I'm Danny DeVito. He's kind of high energy.
He is.
Kind of how actually that sounds like how I usually do the Dr. Fauci voice.
Or
I think it's maybe
Bernie.
they sound very. They all sound very similar.
Yeah.
Then.
Well, I think actually DeVito's from like the
New Jersey.
Yeah, New Jersey. I was gonna say the New England area.
Well, I don't know. Yeah, I don't know about that. New Jersey, though, I thought is where he was from.
Okay, he's part of the 13 colonies. Calm it down.
So he's even gruffer than all of the others.
Yeah, he's a soprano.
Is he?
Yeah.
Oh,
I mean, he's a mini
from
soprano.
the TV show.
Yeah, yeah.
Like
It's not Danny
gangsta
Soprano.
kind of guy.
Yeah.
I don't know, it's like
He's
his
Danny
voice seems
DeVito.
to- Danny
He's part of the
DeVito.
DeVito family.
He does the Jersey Mike.
Yeah,
Commercials.
he does. He does.
If it, what is it? What's the? I see the billboards. If it's got a lot of.
I don't see the billboards.
Yo, you don't. It's right there.
Oh, okay.
You haven't had enough to.
Enough eggnog.
Yeah. You have not had enough eggnog to see the billboard right behind you.
Right there. Okay.
So Danny DeVito. If I want to know what he says though for the Jersey Mikes, because it doesn't rhyme, but it's supposed to rhyme. Anyways, jingle bells, jingle all the way. Oh, what fun it is to ride in a one-horse open sleigh. Jingle bells, jingle all the way. Yeah. That was supposed
There
to be
you go.
the penguin there.
Yeah,
Was that pretty
I
good?
liked it.
Okay,
I
that
liked
was,
it. I think the penguin does more of a.
does he? That's it.
Yeah,
No, that's not
he's
the
not
Three
Mo from the
Stooges.
Three
That's not the
Stooges.
Three Stooges. We can't do the. Let's do that. Very limited knowledge of how Danny DeVito sounds.
Yeah,
I feel like I was pretty close.
He's in a lot of things. Yeah, he's. I mean, I
If
think
it's not freshly sliced, it's not Jersey Mike's.
Oh, okay.
There you go. It doesn't rhyme, but
No.
really fast and loose with rhymes there.
Yeah, but Danny DeVito is. He's played in a lot of things.
Jingle bells, jingle bells,
Oh, and he's back.
jingle all the way.
It's the remix.
Oh yeah, break it down.
He does have a lot of energy.
I feel like he would.
is-
Yeah, he does have a lot of.
He seems like he's quite spry.
Yeah, he's quite old though.
Yeah.
Too.
Yeah.
Like you can't even pass a Tupperware container across the table. He could.
Yeah. He
He couldn't reach, but
Well, I mean,
he's 79.
oh, okay.
He's basically getting to the age where he should now run for president.
exactly like he's presidential age.
Yes.
There you go. There you go, DeVito. You have our vote. Well,
I didn't
just run.
necessarily say that.
Just run. We might vote for you.
You never know unless you run.
What's that?
You never know unless you run.
Exactly. And we like your energy. I know that you get paid for it, but I feel like that's a natural thing. I feel like you could bring that. Always Sunny. I feel like you have some high energy. So
Very high energy.
his vice president. Now, I know that we're not a super political show, but just bear with me for a second. If DeVito ran for president, could his twin brother be the vice president?
Oh,
And of course, you know who his twin brother is, right?
Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah,
of course. From the movie
Twins. Yeah.
Yes.
Could
well-
the vice president be a non-citizen?
No, because one of the qualifications for
Oh.
being vice president
Yeah.
is you have to be able to.
I just wanted to see if Arnold was going to try to find a
I like what
loophole.
you're doing there. Yeah. Okay, so we
Okay.
we have one more song,
Okay.
and we have 2 more names.
Oh boy. So how about you pick one, I pick one, or whatever. I pick one, you pick one, and we sing that song together as our characters.
Okay, I like it.
You do? Yeah.
Yep, let's
okay.
do it.
All right. I swear to you, though, if I get another political person, I'm going to switch with you.
There, hold on, is not another political person in there.
Seriously? How is a Jew going to sing a Christmas carol? And by that, I also mean the guy that I picked.
Well, luckily, it's not a religious Christmas carol. It's Santa Claus is coming to town.
And I got Gilbert Gottfried.
Well, I got Jar Jar Binks.
So it's suitable for both of us. I think we picked characters that are...
Wait a second.
I like how you agreed.
I see what you did there.
Okay, what song is it?
Santa Claus is coming to town.
Oh boy. All right.
Let's look up the lyrics here so we can be on the same.
Let me...
Santa Claus is coming to town lyrics. Hopefully we both have the same lyrics. Oh, mine is all in Spanish.
Oh boy, this is going to be... I don't think Jar Jar...
Lisa, don't know about that.
Just about to say it. I don't think Jar Jar...
Santa Claus llegó a la ciudad. Just in case you want to know. Not sure why it came up in Spanish. Translate to English. Okay, here we go. Nope,
What?
that did not actually make... That did not... I don't know what song that is.
What are you doing?
I
You
tried
know
to-
the lyrics are in English.
But they... Tell that to my Google.
Well, Google stinks.
Wow. I hope it
Just
didn't
throwing it
hear
out
you.
there. Duck, duck, go. They don't sponsor the show, even though they should.
Oh yeah, we would take them as a sponsor. Also, Start Page is another good one. All right, are we going to do line by line and then?
No, we're doing this
sing
together.
the chorus together.
No, we're doing this together.
Well, I know, but how are we breaking it up? Or are we just
No, we're
the whole
doing
thing?
the whole thing together.
How are your lyrics? Are they?
They're in
What
English.
does it start with?
You better.
Okay, yep, we're on the same page. And
You better watch out. You better not cry.
You should better not cry. You should better not pout.
And I'm
Lisa
telling you why.
Santa Claus is coming to a town. He's making a list
and
he's checking it twice. He's gonna find out who's a naughty and nice.
Santa Claus is coming
to town. All right, I think
That's pretty good. Yeah,
that was your Gilbert Godfrey.
Gilbert Gottfried has a very high voice and he screams a lot. My throat hurts now. My vocal cords are strained.
I'm sorry.
It's okay. At least I didn't get Jar Jar.
So there.
Finally, a non-political. I finally didn't get a political guy.
I don't know why I had to choose a senator. Yeah.
Yeah. I forgot he did become senator.
I know.
I mean, that's kind of fitting.
Actually, no, he became a representative.
Oh, a representative. It doesn't matter. We have representatives. Have you seen our representatives?
And I mean, in fairness, he fits the mold because he did nominate. He did lead the charge to give emergency powers to Palpatine. So, which we talked about several episodes ago.
Yeah.
In the episode Emperor Palpatine for 2024.
So I hope you guys like the carryover of the carols from our favorite. Well, actually, we didn't even pick this out. We didn't pick out any of the characters. They were suggested by you, the listener.
I did add a couple of my own.
Did you?
Yeah.
Who did you add?
Who did I add?
I don't know.
Hercule Poirot.
Oh, okay.
I added him. I feel like I added one more, but I'm not sure about that. So,
Did you add Fauci?
No, that one was.
I am science.
That one came straight from the listeners.
Oh, well, thanks, listeners. No, we really appreciate you guys pitching in.
We do. We
for
love
this
it. So
for this Christmas season.
yeah.
Maybe next year throw in a Hanukkah song, but whatever. I'm not going to be picky.
That's
We don't have to be inclusive on this show. We can.
In fairness, why didn't you suggest a Hanukkah song?
Because we threw it out to the listeners.
Well, that's okay. That's true. That is fair.
It would have been kind of funny to hear a Hanukkah song sung by Jar Jar Binks.
Oh, Misa. Misa, dreidel, dreidel, dreidel. Misa made it out of clay.
You know, didn't we speak about Star Wars a lot? But didn't they actually make Jar Jar quote smarter or sound less dumb in 2 and 3?
Well, he had a smaller.
Oh, he had a smaller
role.
Presence.
Yeah.
Okay. That's probably why. Okay. Because the first one, everybody was like,
they did. I mean, the times he talked were a little bit more. He sounded a little bit smarter.
Yeah.
But actually, in the Clone Wars animated series, he was also really the same character as Episode 1.
Okay. But when he started to sound smarter, that's when he became a representative.
Yes, that's.
It makes sense, actually. Have you seen our representatives?
I have. Yes, unfortunately, I've heard a lot of them.
They're making videos now, I hear, but whatever. That's neither here nor there.
Not their. At least their staff is.
Yeah. I guess they're helping with the fine arts, if you will.
Yes, really putting the Senate hearing rooms in a different light.
So, studio lighting, I hear.
Oh boy. What's this world coming to?
I don't know. As a matter of fact, that's a great question. I think you shared something with us earlier this week.
I apologize.
With John and I. Yeah.
My apologies.
Next time, double mask.
Yes, sorry, that's...
No, you share this headline that Germany is about to deploy a military for the first time since World War II?
Yeah.
Okay.
Why? I'm not sure why that would be newsworthy.
Well, first of all, they're not supposed to have a military. We're their ally. We help them.
Did something happen in the past with their
everybody
military,
was... Yeah, no. There was no...
I don't recall.
There was nothing going on.
We know nothing.
We were here minding our own business.
Yeah. See, I don't see what the problem is.
Yeah. But where did they get this military? They're like, hey, we have a military now. Oh. Okay.
Where'd you guys keeping that? It's a good... I mean, on a positive note...
Oh, good. There's a positive note.
The Jewish people are being held just on a really high pedestal right now. People love the Jewish people right now. So...
Sure.
It's totally different than last time.
The Germans had a
completely
army,
completely different.
Completely different.
Nobody Jewish popularity is at an all-time high. Anti-Semitic hate crimes are down.
Yeah. That's probably why we should
nothing. Yeah, that's totally different this time around than the last time around.
You know what's really funny is so I don't like to wear my my tzitzits like in view because that's for me, not for everybody else to know.
You just talk about it all the time.
Oh yeah, all the time. First time I brought it up, but I guess one of them, or I had a couple of them out, and I went to my daughter's gymnastic competition, and the competition gets over, and I'm talking with my mom, and I feel this tap 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 on my arm, and I'm like, I kind of look at my mom, and I'm like, you could just say my name. And she kind of like looks at me and is like, what? And there's this other lady right behind my mom that I didn't see who tapped my arm. And she goes, it is very sweet. She goes, I just want to let you know, we support the Jews and God bless you. I was like, okay, thank you. Like,
well, that was very nice.
Yeah, I don't know what to say to that. Like,
if
you're in the right.
If you were outside of one of the major, Ivy League colleges, that would have been a completely different interaction.
Yeah. That would have been weird.
Yeah,
like you would have seen me on the news beating up people. I don't know, or defending myself, really. Not
Yeah,
I'd be like, hey, I'm peacefully walking by, and
you'd been mobbed. Yeah, that's.
yeah, I'm just trying to defend myself.
You'd had a Harvard president coming out going, speech is bad only in certain contexts, but we support free speech, just not for certain people,
Right?
But
right.
for the certain other people, we do.
Sure. But
Freedom.
that was all taken from somebody else. Don't worry about it. She can't even write her own speeches.
She did have a little
Was there a little-
plagiarism issue.
So should we call into question everybody that got a degree from Harvard?
You might
Ted
need
Cruz?
to, actually. It might be garbage.
Yeah, Obama.
There's a very.
I said Ted Cruz first.
Did you really?
Yeah.
I didn't hear Ted Cruz.
Oh, I said Ted Cruz first. So
Are the Germans really not allowed to have a military? I'm very curious about this. I didn't know this.
I'm 99% sure that after World War II, we became like after we kicked their butt, and the UN was
USA.
red, white, and blue. And the UN was established. Yeah, because they do everything great. There was actually the Germany couldn't have an army. Now I don't know if there was a time, like you can't have a military for X amount of years, but I know that we essentially became their ally, and we're like, okay, you're not going to have a military, but we will have military bases on your. I mean, we did this with Ukraine too, and that's going well. We will have military bases, so you don't need a military.
Oh, okay.
And I think we actually did the same thing with Japan too.
I know that in Japan we did something like that.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah. So,
Well, that's very interesting. All right.
Yeah.
Well, you learned this history time.
yeah.
So we are at the end of this episode
Already?
It went by quick.
Holy cow. All right. Well, that's sad. I mean, you know what? I hope the last two episodes, if you're traveling, I hope you had some time to share these episodes with your family and friends.
You're welcome, by the way. This
Yeah.
is very these were
Yeah.
peak comedy.
Yeah, exactly. You know, sorry that we got a little political today, but it's our show, so we're going to do whatever we want.
It's
And-
menacing. If there's not a
Yeah.
part of you that walks away a little offended,
Yeah.
we're not doing our job.
Exactly. So
All sides.
yeah. So suck it, blue and red.
Yeah.
Yeah. You kind of forced that one out.
That's, yeah.
Go Germany. They're building a military, dude.
We know what we are doing. There's nothing to see here.
We see you and you are sleeping. Wait, what? There you go. There's some nightmares for you. Hey, go enjoy your Christmas / New Year season with your family.
Mm-hmm.
Obviously, watch Die Hard because it's the best Christmas movie. But don't.
I actually have to watch. I haven't actually seen it.
Yeah. Or Violent Night, which sounds about like it's Die Hard, just newer. I'm actually very curious about Violent Night, so I'm gonna go watch it.
I think you would like it, Brent.
Oh, I probably would.
Yeah.
Unnecessary violence. I'm in.
But also heartwarming and fun.
Oh yeah, I'm sorry. Funny and heartwarming.
Yes.
You know what? Reach out to us on Facebook, Menacing Podcast. You can also hit us up on Twitter at Menacing Podcast. Oh, I'm sorry, X. You can hit us up on X, formerly known as Twitter, at Menacing Podcast. Please email us your thoughts and ideas at menacingpodcast@gmail.com. We would love to hear from you because you're part of this show.
Oh, it's there. I feel it.
It's the end of the year. We just gotta be true. We just gotta be true.
We got to get it out now because there's
Yeah.
no episode next week.
Exactly. So, we love you guys.
Merry Christmas, you filthy animal.
Peace out, Menzies.
Oh, there's no place like home for the holidays.
There we go.
We're probably going to get sued for that one.
Well, all right.
Most likely.
Baby, it's cold outside.
Oh, now you're just triggering everyone.
Oh, okay. I'm sorry. Yikes. What's in this drink, dude?
Don't ask. Just drink up.